in building these campuses. So thank you guys so much for being here. Make sure you get some food, and we look forward to seeing these campuses come to a reality here in the near future. So thank you guys so much for being here.
Our next important guest, and she's going to be kind of updating as to why we're here and some of the things that we're looking for. And I'll let you introduce the team, right, Cheryl? Okay, so I'm bringing Cheryl up. Thank you very much.
So if you work for Fresno City College, please stand up. So, and I know you do it, so you're going to have to help me. So Michael Takeda is the current president of Asian American Faculty and Staff Association and a reading instructor. John Cho is the department chair of cultural studies and teaches Asian American history, well not history, cultural studies, right? And
Joan wants to be involved with the UCF program.
Okay, wonderful. And I've seen him around, but we just haven't been introduced. So that's kind of like I saw you and I went, oh man. Cami T, because I'm not saying her last name. We already agreed. You're in the library, right?
General counseling.
She's in general counseling. I know, like close enough. She's on the campus. We have our director of marketing, Chris Monahan Brimmer. We have our director of institutional research, Dr. Li Xuan Zhai. We have Mr. Lopez, our vice president of instruction. We have Dr. Donna Cooper, and she has multiple things. She's just recently been given adult education as part of her it's not part of her basic skills duties, but it's in conjunction with her basic skills duties. We have, it's Dr. Crosby, isn't it? Dr. Stephanie Crosby, who is our DSP&S, so for people that have disabilities, whether it's physical or anything else. So she's our newest member of our management team, so we welcome her on board. And we have, and it's doctor as well, right? Dr. Jody Steele, and she's in charge of our distance education. So that, and I'm Cheryl Sullivan, I'm the Vice President of Administrative Services, or anything that's not instruction or student services is usually mine. So the reason we're here tonight is in June, the community overwhelmingly said, yes, we support building more facilities for the community college. And part of that was supporting this new facility called the West Fresno Center. Normally when we create a building, so if we look at the history of Clovis Community College, they started out in a high school. They started out in Buchanan, and then they grew and they grew, and they went to the London site, and they stayed there for 15 to 20 years, and then they got their first building, and then they got their second building, and now they're getting their third building. But it's been a 20-year process. So the West Fresno Center, we haven't had a center there to build, so we're building a center without the normal progression. So fiscally, what does that mean? It means we need to make sure that when we build this West Fresno Center, you will take the programs we offer. Because we're not going through a slow process, we're building. Does that make sense? So if we build something and you don't come, we have just wasted the taxpayers' dollars and your dollars. So we really, it's not a theoretical, I might want to take, and that's fine too. But it's really, what do you want from Fresno City College? And it could be specific to the West Fresno, it could be specific to the main campus, but we need to know what programs you want to take. And with that, I have to say, this was going to be a long and thoughtful discussion, and we were just going to take our time and understand one another and then build this. And then Fresno got $70-something million, and it's in a grant called Transformational Climate. And Wednesday and Thursday, we are going to be presenting before we finished all of our conversations with you, based on what we've already heard. And that doesn't mean our conversations are ended, but it just means we are going to try for that $35–40 million to make that West Fresno Center even bigger and better. So when you hear us moving forward, don't think you're not with part of the process moving forward, because we still can change the programming a little bit. but we really need your voice in this. And it really isn't, it's not theoretical. We need your advice on this. So a couple things I want to make sure I talk about before you guys get started. We have a fast fact sheet, and it has a lot of different information about what we already offer. So it's at your table. There should be at least one at every table, and we can get you more if you need it, because a lot of people don't know what we offer. And so it's just kind of a quick little, this is how we are and how we get funded and things like that. The other thing I want to talk about is the Southeast. So we have one more meeting for the West Fresno Center tomorrow night that the Street Saints are putting on. But we have on September 26th, we're having a discussion about services in the Southeast. And so that's been a lot of the community discussion that we've heard is, West Fresno, but what about East Fresno? And so we are going to be having a conversation specific to East Fresno as well. With that, are we breaking into tables? How do you, okay. Okay. Any questions?
We'll probably save that for the groups, right? That make it much easier for all of us. So I'm gonna bring, the person that's gonna be in charge of the activities. She's gonna kind of lay out what we're gonna try to do this evening. And I just want to reiterate, from our coalition with the organizations that are working with us, and what Zach just said earlier, please make your comments. Don't think that, oh, is it the right comment? Is it a wrong comment? Should I say this or shouldn't I say this? Feel free to engage. That's why we have interpreters here. That's why we're here in the community to be in a place that we should feel comfortable. We all know that education is extremely important to us, to our family, and to our children. And so we have a chance to let our school know what is important to us. And I hope you take this opportunity to talk and let them hear what you think is important for this new campus and wanting your participation. With that, Smart, now you get to tell everybody what they need to do.
Hi everyone, let me introduce myself first. My name is Samara Malhamdi, and I'm the Lao advocate here at FERC. Let me just take care of some housekeeping rules. We have bathrooms in the back, bathrooms on the side, and we will be breaking into English, Lao, Khmer, and Hmong. So if we can get the English group in this corner to their left, and the Hmong group in this corner. And we're going to have the Lao and Khmer in the back. Okay? You can pick. But yeah, English one. Sounds good, everyone? Alright. Alright, thank you. The
Answer any questions they have. Be nice.
Yeah, it's going to be you.
Yeah, you can talk.
We like it. Nếu mà mình sẽ nói là chỉ là trả lời mình sẽ chỉ biết cái số nó còn phá lại là nhưng mà mình phải về trong nó cho còn Fresno College cho nó.
Only just speak up. You can't mumble.
Yeah, hold this, hold this. Right, can you hold this one now? Okay, turn that on. What's the hole in this thing? Okay, let it go. Hold this for me. Hold on. That's the only bad thing.
You can't plug it in now as it is. You won't be able to plug it in any other way without breaking it.